Guys, today I'll talk about this computer storage data store. The storage, computer storage data data in SSD. In this article, and now uh, an SSD or hard disk server as your computer long time memory store and memory file even when your device of is this file working the alongside your system's memory RAM and the process render access memory and the processor to access and use data including things like your operating system program document makes games image and music. So now I'll check this what is an SSD sold SATA data. Now I'll check this article website and then need to be approach this site if you need. So now I'll check about this first one page website. What is doesn't and the SSD do? What does the SSD do? An SSD or HDD server as your computer long term memory string and remembering file even when your device is off it work alongside your system memory RAM full meaning RAM with full meaning render access memory and your process to across and use data including things like to operating system programs documents games images and music. For example, if you went to access data for a spreadsheet and perform some basic edit, here's what's going on behind the screens. Number one, program and file are housed on your store drive. In this case, this spreadsheet you went to access. Number two, when you open this spreadsheet, you process you transfer the program data for your store SSD or HDD, your computer RAM for store, team access and use. This is the store where SSD can really how care their value as they are speed up their data transfer process over HDD, which is the amount of time it takes to long programs and file. And then number three, this processor then across data for the RAM, which across as their computer bank of the available worksheet memory in their use to run the program. And then knowing that difference between your computer memory store will help you understand your importance of having a great store device working in unison with your memory. Installing SSD is one of the easiest way to transform almost every aspect of your system's performance, making sure load time thinking of their cost. And then benefits of the SSD or SSD benefits. In additional to be being the fast SSD or more durable because there is doesn't have the moving parts that can be breaking or on their breaking on the on there are the few example. Let's end up the serving better battery life on the protectable drive device like a laptop. There is the few example for great SSD benefits, but they are the rival resource why you should be update to SSD, update to your format. And SSD type format factory and interface explained it. There are the two type of the SSD, SATA and NVMe. Not all SSD are compatible with every computer. As important, know your type, form factor, and interface of any drive you maybe buy. SATA SATA 2.5 inch SSD, and then the first is system SATA M.2 M and 8.